Hello everyone, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to another video. This is the Demoscene report for the 30th of July 2025, where I summarize all of the latest news and releases from the active Demoscene community. Everything that I'm about to mention on this video will be linked on the description below, as always, so you can check things at your own leisure. And it will also be listed at the Demozoo forum thread if you want a single spot where you can search through all of these things that I talk about. This week in particular, it's still summertime here in Europe. That means that multiple Demoscene events are happening every single weekend. This week we will visit the Swedes to find out what was released at High Coast Hack in Härnösand and the returning edition of Edison Party. This time happening on a floating boat docked somewhere in Stockholm. We will also take a look at retro computing releases from Árok in Hungary and a few things made available from Vammala Party in Finland. Also have a bunch of other news and 4 other demo parties that just took place this weekend, so we'll take a quick look at that as well. A lot of things to go over this week, so I hope you got yourself seated comfortably. Remember to grab yourself a drink because it's important to stay hydrated. And yeah, let's talk some Demoscene. Starting off with a few releases from the High Coast Hack, a very small event that happened in Sweden in early July. Only had a single demo release called A Little Scroller by Mentos of Nucleus for the Amiga. They also had an old school graphics competition that was won by Sui of Zone 13 with Dead Space here, which is maybe a tribute to the main character from the Ghost Commodore 64 demo by Fairlight and Genesis Project. Anyways, nice pixel art. Congratulations on this one. There were 6 entries submitted overall. Also in Sweden, we had the new edition of the Edison Party. The series had been declared as the last edition in 2023, but after 1 year off, the event now returns in a new venue, party boat docked in Stockholm, and a seafaring theme for this year as well. So everything very connected to the sea. Plenty of competitions happen, so let's take a quick look. Starting off with a quick mention on the live duels, there were 2 of them. One for code using TIC80, which is not documented yet, but Nurston won that one. And there was also a live graphics competition that was won by Frost with this image, a tribute to Jock against Grogo, who had defeated Clint in the first round, and here is his image as well. So nice little competition where you draw live at the party place and other people can see your process of live drawing. So yeah, very cool. There was also a competition open for everyone to draw some fast graphics on the theme of, I believe, 7 sceners and floppies, also taking some remote entries as well. Let's take a quick look at the entries from this one. The winner was this one, Le Crew by Valinje of the Art of Never Getting Anything Done. Some very nice drawing there. The old school graphics competition for 8-bit machines had 3 entries overall and was won by Osmic with this entry, Get Up You Lunatics for the Commodore 64. Then we had the low-res graphics competition, also with only 3 entries, and this one was won by Jock of Dreamweb with Legend of Hyrule, fantasy-themed drawing for the Amiga OCS. Very nice image drawing here. The new school graphics competition only had a single entry. It was won by Frost with this little disturbing drawing of his in his usual style. There was also a Nancy, Ashki and Petsky competition. Let's take a quick look at those. And this one was a bit more composed with a total of 7 high quality entries, with some entries for the Commodore 64, some things for the Amiga, some DOS NC columns as well. How do I zoom in on this? Let's take a look at this. A few more. Entry by Burre. Some demons. Gods of the Sea. A very cool Petsky entry by Almighty God called Fallen. And the winner, Paranormal Abduction by Grogo, with this very colorful skull logo and also party themed here with the boat, people being abducted from the boat. So yeah, very nice competition here. Then we had the animation and video competition, was also pretty on theme with the whole party theme. Second place to Vagabond with Wherefore Art Though Edison, and winner by Alpa and Corios with this gorgeous animation sailing to Edison, done using Blender, I believe. The photo competition had 11 submissions overall, with a lot of theme diversity as well. Let's take a quick look at all of these. A very trippy one, this one. And the winner being this entry by Platon 42, Escher Bridge. Streaming music competition was won by Danko with I Think of You. The tracked music competition was also won by Danko with a 4-channel mod collaboration with Yogir Lildal, also titled I Think of You, as I mentioned. And then on the old school music competition, it was not won by Danko. It was won by Fegelhus with Made in Boat Tracker. Danko got 7th place on this one in particular. Then we go to the new school intro competition with 3 entries of different size categories, but all of them for Windows. 3rd place goes to Botox, very nice little entry here. The 2nd place to Aurora Borghilis by OJ with a very solid little story intro here. Was nice enough, but felt like it didn't quite push the potential of the 64K category. And the winner was Skip Oh Boy with 8KB intro, very solid audio, very solid visuals, good take on the theme for this year's edition as well, and managed to carry a little nonsense storyline with it as well, with the singing booyahs and stuff like that. Also some connections with the previous memes from the authors. Very good use of 8KB, worthy winner of the competition in my humble opinion. The new school demo competition had a single entry, Chromastikas Farer by the Mad Codex, made using the tool engine by Still Demo Group. The old school demo competition became the highlight of the event with 5 entries and some decent platform diversity overall. A little scroller demo for the ZX Spectrum here in last place, then a nonsense joke demo by Wurlik for the Amiga, which is not very common for them. In 3rd place, another joke demo, but this time for the Commodore 64, something about bullfrogs and vintage stamp postings. I didn't quite understand it, but it seemed funny. The 2nd place was equally cryptic, but a bit more targeted, the ZX Spectrum demo invitation by Five Finger Punch for the Composphere 2025 party happening in Sweden later in the year, featuring this train trip and some quiz references to other Swedish Demoscene events that took place throughout the years. The worthy winner was Zone 5, a Running Man demo by Fairlight with some very good mood, some cute ideas, and that Fairlight quality execution that we are so used to. Congratulations Fairlight on winning the old school demo competition at Edison 2025. On the same weekend as Edison, Árok was taking place in a large sports hall in Veszprém, Hungary. The party is dedicated to retro computers, so a lot of 8-bit machines. There, Commodore 64, Commodore Plus 4, and a few other weird things. Was packed with entries on all of the different competitions. The music competition was full of Commodore 64 tracks and was won by Dave of Signify with Battle of the Village. The remix competition consisted of doing modern remixes of 8-bit classics and was won by Vincenzo with Ultra Max. Then the Wild competition had some interesting entries as well. There was a video trailer of an upcoming Game Boy Color game, some music entries. This Robotnik project was controlling Lego servo motors using the controller ports of the Commodore Plus 4 using some custom software and hardware. Also very interesting project as well. Some Star Wars reference graphics, some more music, a tracker for the AY chiptunes running on a browser coded by Badcode64. In 2nd place we had Itch My Glitch, a demo made for the Arduino with a very small LCD screen. That was pretty interesting to see as well. And the winner, Then and Now by PRI, Shogun and VT, reusing their laser projector project here as a SID visualizer, and had a few other effects as well, if I'm not mistaken. The game development competition also had a lot of submissions here at Árok. The top 2 were both for the Plus 4. I'll show you in a second. Phil's Adventure by Szabo and Epi. It was this platformer, and the winner was this D-Make by TCFS of Donkey Kong, but here for the Commodore +4. The graphics competition had a total of 16 entries, a lot of quality Petsky and pixel art. Let's skip a few of the entries and focus on the top 4. So, 4th place, Catching the Happiness by Leon of Chorus Resource and Singular Crew. In 3rd place, Slice Pie with this very surreal Picasso-inspired piece, maybe. Very interesting use of color here. In 2nd place, Deuce of Extent with Dark Dreams Lies Beneath, this massive piece here with a couple of birds. And the winner was Lost Souls by Grass, also very nice pixel artwork here. And this leaves us with the demo competition. 14 entries overall, the mandatory Ferg joke entry in last place, and a couple of party invitations. Toad promises to be a replacement of the Function demo party by the same organization team, but in another city, from what I've heard. And then an invitation to Civis Retro, I'm guessing a retro computing club event somewhere in Hungary. Then we had an Altair 8800 text art demo as a homage to Blade Runner. Paternia 256-byte intro for the Commodore 64 tied in 8th place with a little demo by Blazon. In 7th place we had Kashi representing the ZX Spectrum in Hungary as usual, this time with a little intro called Hold My Beer. In 6th place an entry for the Videoton TV computer. We have seen a few demos of these in the past, but still a not very well-known color microcomputer from Hungary. Nice to see more video entries for it. In 5th place, shared an entry for the Enterprise with a very stylish Petsky animation demo by Pixel Punks. In 4th place, we had a demo for the HomeLab 3, another obscure retro computer from Hungary with monochrome colors, a fixed character set graphics mode, and a white chip, I believe, for sound, as far as I could understand. Very interesting platform as well. In 3rd place, we had the birthday demo of Resource Demo Group for the Commodore 64. Solid little demo as well. 2nd place went for another solid demo, but this time for the +4. It was made by a Monarchy Group, and it was titled A Boat Intro. Very short demo, but very stylishly made. And the winner by a very good margin was the Hungarian powerhouse Lethargy with the Wave Mode, featuring some very stylish twister effects among a few other scenes. Very solid demo for the Commodore 64. So yeah, very good releases at Árok again this year. They are becoming a landmark in 8-bit summer parties. There are a few reports available in Hungarian as well, like this video interview, for example. So check that out. Another event that happened during that same weekend was Vammala Party up in Finland, celebrating their 31st edition, a very laid-back get-together. The releases are not officially distributed by the organizers after the event, so it's up to the participants if they want their releases spread on the internet or keep them private just for the party eyes of the people who attended the event. A bit of a different mentality from other parties, but it is what it is. It's a bit hard for me to cover the releases without having seen all of them, but let's take a quick look at the results anyways. The Wild competition was won by Mark and Yuzi with a Hesburger parody video, as far as I understood. The tracker music was won by Ferrara with a Commodore 64 track, and the streaming music competition was won by Rock of Finnish Gold. The photo competition was actually quite interesting, considering how much this is such a small event. The quality was actually quite good on the entries. I will show them real quickly here. Very stylish ones. And the winner was this one, Hamakaki by Keke Plasteri, with this spider, obviously. A graphics competition had a bunch of Petsky and Amiga entries. We're going to show them as well, the ones that do have screenshots for. Most of them are not available, the binary is just a screenshot. In 2nd place we had MSX Johannes by Dr. Terrors, and the winner of Vammala Party 2025 graphics competition was the Undying by Xunmo. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. Xin M, maybe? I don't know. And then we had the demo competition, starting off with an invitation to a retro computing event in Tampere, then some experimental stuff as far as I know, some joke entries for the Amiga as well, and the winner of Vammala Party 2025 with a demo for the official Microsoft Windows PowerPoint presentation system was Plur by Maunuki. You can do some very interesting animations with PowerPoint. We have seen some other Demoscene releases abusing PowerPoint before, so this was not a world first, but very good demo overall. It had cake, it had cats, it had Batman, it even had some 3D elements. Only Microsoft PowerPoint makes it possible. In other news, Rhino released a quick response to Hannibal and Blueberry on the chunky Rotozoomer challenge, reaching the widest 4x4 RGB Rotozoom on OCS ECS Amiga with a total of 85 columns, and he got some hate for using the generative AI texture and 2-channel mod instead of waiting a few days for a pixel artist to draw him something by hand. Still a great technical achievement. Some folks swear the challenge is not over yet, even though the rules seem to be changing a little bit as what is allowed and what is not allowed. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what's next in this series of challenges. It has been very fun to follow them so far. Meanwhile, Freak did an interview with a tracker music legend Purple Motion, asking him what he's been up to recently. Then the ARTE French channel did a report on live coding, and it features a few Demoscene live coders like Peregrine and Flopin here, along with a mention to the entire Cookie Collective shader coding community, and I've been doing a great job in France. And speaking of Peregrine and the Cookie Collective, she gave a shader workshop at Shadow Party a few weeks ago, and it's just now been made available online. Great video if you want to learn shader coding, check it out. What else? To celebrate the Amiga's 40th anniversary, the Center for Computing History in Cambridge organized an event with all its machines up in showcase and some very special talks there. And there was this very nice video report by a Retronaut that covers it very nicely, so I thought you might be interested in seeing this. And also, speaking of Amiga, Nah-Kolor just released a new art pack, Speed number 68, containing all of the latest Amiga intros released. Some stuff from Boom Party already as well that happened this very weekend. I was also forwarded this very nice coding article on perfecting anti-aliasing on sign distance functions. Really good read if you're into coding shaders. And there were some examples on steerable Perlin noise made available for different engines, and also on ShaderToy. It pertains to an upcoming Siggraph 2025 presentation. Also seemed quite interesting for modern software developers to check out. In the art pack sub-niche of the Demoscene, we also got a couple of small new releases. Cyberpack 1 by revengeday, and the results from the latest Blender competition with a sole entry by Two Stoned on the theme of a late-night talk show host destroying civilization or corporate headquarters. Whew! Highly influenced by Stephen Colbert, having been recently announced to getting the plug for purely financial reasons, I would guess. So yeah. Last news that I wanted to plug today, and I just saw this video right before recording this report, is a video by Veronica explaining how to get an HDMI port on a Commodore 64 by modding a few things on your Commodore 64. And that's all that I had for you this week. Next week we will cover the releases from Atari Days and Nancy in France, Yoskal in Spain, Boom Party in Poland, and Nordlicht in Germany. A lot of events happening recently in the Demoscene, as is always usual during the summer. Quick look at demoparty.net. You can see this weekend will also be packed with more Demoscene events. We have Steel Adventure happening in Poland, we have Assembly Summer happening in Finland, and Pagadata in Sweden at the same time. Also, people already hard at work on their participation at Y Hacker Camp in Holland, and then Evoke, Xenium, and Chaos Constructions later in the month as well. Whew. And yeah, that's it for this week's Demoscene report. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you found something interesting. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the link of this video with a friend. And if you're feeling particularly generous, you can donate me something through my Patreon, patreon.com/psenough. It helps keeping this content channel going. Thank you so much, Weatherman15, for this week's background effect that you see here. Other than that, I wish you all a great summer. See you next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.